Welcome to Life Begins at 50 on KDKA TV. I'm your host, Carol Lee Espy, and today we're going to introduce you to 5 excellent tri-state area businesses. Kenneth Hiller will answer a lot of your questions about disability. Dr. Nathan Lockery will help keep that beautiful smile on you, and attorney Robert Pierce will help you choose an attorney and help you understand many of the legal problems you might face. And finally, Dr. Bill Stiles from the Hypnotherapy Clinic will help you lose weight and stop smoking. But right now, let's welcome Mike Madden from USA Insulation. He's going to help warm up your home. Welcome to Life Begins at 50, Mike.
Hi, Carol, thanks.
You're here just in time. It is really cold right now.
I'll say.
It's really cold. And even I'm sitting in my house thinking, this house does not feel well insulated. I have an older home, as many people do in the Pittsburgh area, and we have the older insulation. But what you have is something completely different. You don't have you don't do the old fiberglass. You do foam. Can you explain what that is?
I can try, Carol. The insulation that we carry, it is a foam product. A lot of people want to think about it and visualize it as a shaving cream. Mm-hmm. It comes out like a shaving cream when we inject it into the walls.
Okay.
When it is injected into a wall through whether it's a wood surface or a brick house,
go through brick. Okay.
we can inject this foam into any house.
And you do this from the outside?
The vast majority of the time we do. The foam is typically injected. If it is brick, there will be 3 small holes that we put it in: bottom, middle, high. Mm-hmm. If it's a sided house, we remove the siding real professionally and real carefully, put it off to the side, and we can go in behind the sheathing behind there. Okay. So when we're done, it's as though we were never there. Now the foam, with the beauty of it is should you have, like you said, your house has older insulation, it's no good. It's really drafty, the air's getting through there. Yeah. A lot of times we go in and we can supplement that insulation that you have in there without a problem. Our foam actually will displace a very old or beat up, disintegrating insulation. It will displace it and push it off to the side, flatten it off. And once that foam's filled the cavity, it's in there for good. Okay,
now once the foam dries, what is it like? What would you liken it to? You were saying it's almost like the florist foam that they use. It's almost like a styrofoam, but it's not styrofoam.
No, that would be a great misconception. Yeah. Styrofoam, it has great insulation properties. However, it's very flammable. Yeah. One of the nice things about our product, it is inflammable. Okay. It carries a Class 1 fire rating.
That's good to know.
Yeah, and it's big. It's very important to a lot of people to know that, because foam carries this misunderstanding that put a match to it and poof. Well, this isn't like that at all. Okay. And we can show people, a lot of demonstrations with that. Okay. But you ask that, and a lot of people do ask, what is this foam like? Is it like a marshmallow? Is it like styrofoam? Is it that stuff that expands and it's really hard to get out of the wall should you ever need to? No, and again, that's a great explanation of it. Is a lot like that florist foam, except for our stuff doesn't soak up water. Either. Wonderful. It is water repellent. Florist foam soaks up water.
So you would you go in, you do the walls. Do you also do you spray this in also into the attic and the top, where you see people rolling the old fiberglass, which many years we watched our parents itch for weeks after doing that. But is that where you would also spray too?
Fortunately, we've come a long way with fiberglass products, and there are different methodologies for insulating attics now, as opposed to the old days when, you're right, we would just have to get up there with the really itchy fiberglass products and roll it out and hope for the best. Yeah. It's going over wires, it's going over the floor joist, and you're doing something, you're doing well for yourself, but you're not doing it as well as we can now. We do have fiberglass products. In fact, we carry a full line of insulation products, so there's little we can't do. Okay. But we do tend to blow in a fiberglass product, but we can blow it into a very high level and give folks a very, very high level of R value in their attics, as opposed to the old days when they would be putting in R13, R19. We're putting it in now up to R48. So it's triple what anybody's been doing before.
And it's also, the foam that you spray in is a green product, so it's eco-friendly.
Absolutely, in a lot of ways. Number one, it's non-toxic. The foam doesn't have any formaldehyde, any asbestos, arsenic, anything you would have heard of in the past that was in any insulation is not in this foam, and it's green for that reason. It's extremely clean and not noxious product. And it's also very green because of the savings that people will get. You know, when you are lowering your carbon footprint that they talk about today, and you can lower it by as much as 30 to 50%, I think it's about as green as they come.
Would you say you have a lot of baby boomers doing this right now in their homes? People over 50, is that a big part of your clientele?
Huge part. I would say, you know, and we try to, as best as we can, to keep track of this, that we probably about 3/4 of our clientele are 50 and up, and I would say maybe as many as 10% are about 70 and up, but the baby boomer generation is big for us,
That's because we want to save money. We're tired of paying high electric bills and high gas bills. So what can we expect? You come in and you're going to do the whole house for us. What can I expect in my gas bill and my electric bill as far as a deduction?
Realistically, 30 to 50%.
That's nice. I'll take that. I mean, the prices just keep going up, and that's, you know.
Undoubtedly, yeah. And you know, at the end of this year, we're bracing ourselves, all of us. You know, I just bought a new home. You know, a lot of people are getting into new homes. It's a good market, but if the size of your home is going to matter now more than ever, because the regulations on the electric are going to go off, the gas will follow. So we're all bracing. We're all getting ready for the hike, and anywhere you can save, obviously, will help you out in the long run.
Where do you lose most of your heat? Or you're cool in the summer, but where do you lose most of the heat in the winter? What areas of the house would you come in and really focus on in terms of putting insulation in?
Through the tests that we've run and through the tests that we've studied, we found that about 79% of the heat you're losing through your walls and attic. Another 21% is through doors and windows, which unfortunately we can't help you with, but there's a lot of great companies out of there. Everything else, that's 79% where you're losing through cracks in your walls, or just generally through the radiation of the cold getting through inefficient insulation or no insulation, attics that are improperly done. That's where the vast majority of your heat's being lost, and we can help out with all of that.
So if you come out, you're coming out, I give you a phone call. What can I expect? You come out, you take a look at the house. You're not going to recommend just one type of insulation. There could be 2 different types of insulation that would go into the house.
2 or more.
2 or more, okay.
As I said, we carry a full line of insulation products. We can do air sealing is very big right now. People are trying to, as hard as they can, to eliminate any of the drafts that may be coming in through their basement, through their band joists. We have products that can handle that. People are obviously concerned with their walls. You put your hand on a wall.
I can feel the cold wall.
It's freezing,
It's freezing.
It's not fair. So we're out there to help you with that.
It's not fair.
And on top of that, we have certain sorts of fiberglass products which are state of the art, very clean, dust free, that we blow into your attics. So I mean, there's a multitude of things that we can talk to you about, and we're there to give you the best solution for the problems that you have.
Well, so right now, I mean, everybody's feeling the pinch economically, and we've got the holidays coming up, and we feel that pinch too. What are you doing? You have something going on at your company that you can help folks through this time.
We do, and specifically, we are running a winter special right now. Anybody that calls us, books an appointment with one of our consultants, we do offer free consultations. We do, top to bottom energy evaluation of your home. If we come out and we determine, show you what your needs are, and you decide that we have the answer for you, and you want to go ahead and book something, anywhere through the winter months, starting now through March 23rd, we are offering full attic insulation with the purchase of walls.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's great. Folks are looking for that right now. I think they're looking for any way they can save, any way at all. Well, we have your phone number and your website up on the screen. And if someone comes out, you said someone can make a call, they come out, they do the free consultation, and if you decide to go with them, you get the free attic insulation. My mind is already going on this right now.
Give us a call, Carol.
Just call. You get the free attic insulation along with the walls.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
And you can retrofit an old house, no problem.
That's what we do.
Yeah. And those are the houses that really pretty much need it right now. Thank you so much for being with us, Mike.
Thank you, Carol.
And if you would like to know more about Insulation USA, give Mike a call at 412-492-7283, or you can log on to usainsulation.net. And if you'd like to advertise your products on Life Begins at 50, give us a call, 412-575-2400, or you can email us at showcase@kdka.com. Up next, Kenneth Hiller will answer a lot of your questions about disability. That's next when Life Begins at 50 continues.